Welcome to our video about the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. The event has been eagerly anticipated by soccer fans around the world, with millions of people tuning in to watch the games. But while the tournament promises to be a thrilling spectacle, it is not without controversy. In this video, we will explore both sides of the story. We'll start by looking at the huge investment made by Qatar to host the event, and the excitement it has generated, before delving into the darker aspects of the tournament. Join us as we take a closer look at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar and the many questions surrounding it. Last year's World Cup was not just any other sports event, it was the most expensive extravaganza ever, with no expenses spared to make it a grand success. Qatar, the host country, had spent an astronomical $300 billion to organize the event. Russia's expenditure of less than $15 billion on the World Cup in 2018 highlights the enormous scale of the event in comparison. While some raised eyebrows over the exorbitant expenditure, millions of fans across the world were eagerly anticipating the start of the games. And, boy, did Qatar deliver. The stunning new stadiums, the state-of-the-art facilities, the awe-inspiring fan zones, everything was simply breathtaking. And it wasn't just the locals who were excited about the event. People from every corner of the globe had made their way to Qatar to witness this sporting spectacle. Nearly 3 million tickets had been sold by mid-October, and that number continued to rise as the event drew nearer. But that was just a drop in the ocean compared to the number of people who tuned in to watch the games from the comfort of their homes. As many as 5 billion people around the world were expected to be glued to their screens, watching their favorite teams battle it out for glory. That's more than half the world's population. In hindsight, it's safe to say that the massive investment was well worth it. The FIFA World Cup 2022 will forever be remembered as one of the greatest sporting events in history, and Qatar will be remembered as the country that pulled off this Herculean feat. But there is a dark side to this event which we have to talk about as well. The decision to award Qatar the 2022 World Cup was made over a decade ago, as the country needed time to prepare for the event. One reason given for selecting Qatar was that the Arab world deserved to host, as they had never been given the privilege before. Additionally, Qatar's wealth made it an attractive candidate, as the country was capable of building anything necessary to support the games. However, some have claimed that Qatar bought the 2022 games, alleging that bribes were paid to FIFA voting members to secure hosting rights. The decision to hold the World Cup in Qatar has raised many questions and concerns. Traditionally held during the summer months, how can the games be played without risking the health of the players, given that temperatures in Qatar reach beyond 100 degrees Fahrenheit? Additionally, public drunkenness is a criminal offense in Qatar, raising concerns about how the global party atmosphere of the World Cup will be accommodated. Perhaps the most controversial question is whether it was appropriate to award the World Cup to a country that has often appeared on global lists of human rights violators, with open repression of women and members of the LGBTQ community. Despite these concerns, Qatar was selected as the host nation. To address concerns about the high temperatures in Qatar during the summer, the games were scheduled for the cooler months of November and December. However, this decision caused controversy, as it would land squarely in mid-season for the world's most prominent and successful soccer leagues, requiring a mid-season break and risking injury to top players participating in the tournament. In the rush to build stadiums and other facilities for the World Cup, allegations of harsh treatment of migrant workers have also emerged. Qatar and FIFA have defended their actions, claiming that all questions have been asked and answered many times over. Nonetheless, controversy and scrutiny continue to surround the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, as various sources estimate that around 400 to 500 foreign workers lost their lives while working in Qatar. It's up to each of us to stay informed and keep a critical eye on such global events. Thanks for watching. We hope you found this video informative and thought-provoking. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll continue to explore the many questions we have about daily life and what's going on in the world. Until then, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.